everyone. Welcome to the Tammie Jean stream. It's the year in review. Can you believe it? I think I actually got it together for tonight. I didn't think I was going to be able to do all of the editing in time, but I did maybe half of it, and that actually seemed like a lot of stuff, like too much for one show. So I think I'm going to be splitting this up into parts 1, 2, and 3. And you know what part 3 is. Part 3 is conflicts and controversy. But before then, we will have the year in review parts 1 and 2. So thank you all for being here. Let me see who is in the chat. I see Lambo is here. Hey, Lambo. Drone shots. Hey there, Jody. Andrew's here. 107 drones. Hi, Barkley. Novice Quads. Hey, Lawrence. Ken Legault is here. Lost Girl. Hey, Angie. Doug Rostad is here. Jonathan Jackson. What's good, family? Joe Merica is here. Yellow Rose Drones. Hey, Lee. He said we need some more thumbs up, people. Sure, why not? Maddie's Drone World is here. Hey, Maddie. Waypoint New England. Hi, Brian. Jerry Bowers here. Dominic re-upped his membership. Thank you, Dominic. I appreciate that so much. Silas Seeger is here. H4 Services. That is Tom Henderson. Scrolling. Sorry, I can't read them all. Artco Drone Solutions. Hey, Art. Wedge and Big is here. Will Jasper be joining us tonight? I don't know, Paul. And I'll tell you why. Because, Jasper was a good boy all day. He ate his breakfast. He ate a little snack around lunchtime. He had dinner. So I thought I would give him a little treat. And I gave him one of his favorite things tonight, which is toasted corn muffin with butter. So ever since then, he's been such a nudge because he wants more and he's had enough. And he has just been sitting here whining at me, crying. We went for a huge walk before the show. We went for many walks today. I know that he is fine. He does not need to be walked. He does not need food, but I feel like he might end up getting himself locked out tonight. We'll see. If he's a good boy and he wants to join in, though, he could join. James Ray is here. Hey, James. Scrolling down a little more. Let me see. Hey, Dynadrone. Thank you so much, Bert. You can't stay long? Well, I appreciate the super chat. I think that's something, I know everyone's about to throw tomatoes at me, but that's the one thing I want to talk about on a Tamalytics show, which I think is coming up possibly next week or the week after. But I want to share what I have made so far in the first 6 months of being monetized. And let me tell you something. It is not from AdSense. I mean, some, but mostly it's from super chats. So I want to talk about that. And thank you so much, Bert. I really appreciate that. And I appreciate my members. So, hey, Rigor Mortis is here. Good to see you, Mark. Scrolling. Hey, Under Pressure Racing and Drones. I haven't seen your name before, so that means I need to give you a wrench. I give everyone wrenches so that they can. Oh, wait, you already have a wrench? Then you either changed your name or you haven't been here in a while. Let me know which one it is, because I see you already have a wrench. I like that name, though. Chris Wedgeworth is here. Hey, Chris. Jason Laverius. Good to see you, Jason. And I'm talking a little bit about you tonight. Mostly good though. Let me see. All right. I think I said hi to everybody. Did I miss anybody? Under pressure, I really want to know if that's a name change. Because I'm pretty good with the names usually. Okay, so I think I said hi to everybody so far. And let me tell you, I gave it to you a couple of months ago. Okay, so a reason I try to make sure everyone is wrenched up is so that you can very easily go to each other's channels and sub each other. So I hope when you were here a couple of months ago, you got some subs. And if you didn't, guys, sub up. Under Pressure, Racing, and Drones. All right, so let me tell you what we have on deck for tonight. This is part 1 of the year in review. And I have so much to talk about because it's been quite a year. A lot has gone on, that's for sure. So let's take a look back at some of the things that happened in 2023, like on the live streams, in the community, and some, with me. So I'm going to be showing some clips of live streams that Max and I were on, talking about my time on Drone Brews with Ken Dono and my thoughts on that, and some highlight clips. And just like I pull clips all year long, and I always think it's kind of funny to put them all together in little compilations. So I've got a lot of that tonight. I was laughing as I pulled some stuff. So I hope that you find them funny too. But yes, there will be part 1, part 2, and then part 3, conflicts and controversies, which I think for the most part, everything has been worked out, but there have been a few conflicts in the community this year. And when I talked about that stuff last year, there were definitely people saying, oh, that's why. Because, sometimes you notice a little tension between two people in the chat, or you see some comment made that seems kind of shitty and you wonder why. So yeah, I think conflicts and controversies sort of clears up a lot of things. And I also feel like let's get that all out and, brush that dirt off our shoulder and move on into 2024 pretty soon. So yeah, so wait, let me check the chat real quick, and then I'm going to get to some videos. Oh, hey, some more people are here. I have to go. I made a pinky promise, and you're not allowed to break it. Okay. Thanks for stopping by, Paul. I appreciate it. I also see that Catskills Brad is here. Mickey Moo is here. And I thought I saw another name. Oh, Danish Stallion is here. Good to see you, Danish. And Robob. Awesome. Hey, he says he caught up. Oh, you just caught up. Well, thank you. I appreciate everyone who watches the replays too. So let's see. Where do I even start? Woo. I know. I would say one of the funnest things about this community, and I've always said this is a really nice drone community. A lot of people argue with that word community, overused. There's bickering that goes on or whatever, but hey, not everyone gets along all of the time. But I still think overall, it's a great community. And some of the funnest times we've had in this community, I have to say, is when we get together with other pilots. Like, that's a lot of fun. This past year, we went to the South Florida Drone Meetup in April. We went to we went to the meetup in Wisconsin, FPV Palooza. We went in August. And other than that, we were able to meet up with some other pilots here in New York. So quick clip. I hope this includes all of the people that we were able to meet this year. That was a lot of meetups. You know, when I was putting that together, I wanted to go back and put in everyone's names, but all the clips were going too fast. And I also thought, like, that's a whole nother hour of editing. So maybe you recognize some people on there, maybe not, but everyone we met this year, so cool. And, you know, it definitely made some friendships along the way. I want to say thank you to Under Pressure Racing and Drones for the super sticker. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I feel like I put a lot of time into these streams. I try to be entertaining, but I mostly put time into these end of the year shows because this is like a whole year of collecting clips and then editing them all together. And then we have the award show in January, which is a whole lot more of the same, is pulling clips together and a lot of editing. So I appreciate being appreciated. So thank you so much. Joe Fodolio, yeah, you made the cut. You were in there. You recognize the Mickey Moo? Yeah, I really wanted to put in some names, but I don't know. There were a lot of people go to South Florida Drone Meetup and the other meetups too, but man, we have gotten to meet a lot of people, so a lot of cool people too. And it's nice too when you can meet people that live nearby or nearby enough. Like I've hung out with Deneen, Capturing D Magic on YouTube, and like she is so fun to hang out with, and so like she's such like an adventure girl. So I really enjoy like getting together with her and you know, kind of like just growing the community. I've mentioned before, I hope you all were here for my first episode with a panel of female pilots. I have another one coming up in January. So yeah, that's always nice too, to just find some more people out there and try to bring them in. Not everybody knows we're here hanging out in the community. So chasing other drones, I'll tell you what, Bob, that's hard. And the reason it's hard is because they're so small. You know, like when we're chasing, well, obviously drift cars you can see, motocross you can see, planes, you got to get up close, but you know, they're quite visible in the sky. Drones, I have a very hard time. They're small. They're very small. Hey, cool cat. A lot of handsome bastards in that clip. Did you recognize some from the live streams? I mean, that's the funny thing too, is not everyone does live streams. So you don't necessarily know what everybody looks like. But then, you know, you meet up and it's like, hey, you know me? Do I? So yeah, a lot of fun. Let me see what I had next. Well, I don't know. When you can't meet people in person, the next best thing is hanging out on a live stream. Now, we haven't been going on the live streams that much, probably in the last 6 months. Like we've just had way too much going on here in the real world, in real life. So we haven't been that social. I hope no one takes offense. Like we just haven't been on, and it's not like anyone in particular. It's like we haven't been on any of them. But we were on quite a few early in the year, and I pulled a lot of clips to show. I won't even be able to show them all tonight. Oh, but before I even do that, I just want to say that live streaming is hard. You know, things happen during the live streams, and sometimes I pull this stuff together just because I think it's funny. Like sometimes, you know, a dog is barking in the background. Sometimes you have to use the restroom. Like things come up. So I put together what I think is kind of a funny compilation of some of the things that can happen.
You're muted. Lance, you're muted. Hey, Chris, how are you? You're muted.
Whoops. Oh, that's not bad. My rent my C rent is $1,934, $45,000, but that's all I paid for this house, and now it's allegedly worth $258,500. That's pretty good.
Where is the video? Gosh darn. I hate when I can't find stuff. That's not it. Where did I pull it? Is it here? No.
Nope, that's how I had to do it. That's not what I want. Okay.
I am going to go to this folder, and then I'm going to go here. I don't know where I put the darn video.
Ah, for fuck's sakes. I will say what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and pop that over there. And that over there. All right. Well, look at that. There it is, you fucking scoundrel.
Herman, can you give me like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes?
Okay. Where are you going to the bathroom?
Right. I'll be right back, man. I have to take care of something. Stop it, man.
I had two large coffees. I got to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Can you guys hold the fort while I go?
Oh, boy.
I'll be right back.
Oh, but they were telling us that we... Uh-oh, the cat's trying to sneak into the basement. Hold on a second. Hey. Nope. Nope. Oh, that was almost bad.
Wait a second, I'll be right back, Paul.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. I'm going to have to take a break. I'm back.
Yeah, my nephew, he's actually has a half brother that's related to the family, basically. So
That sounded like someone was just ripping one in the background. They're like, we're going to squeeze that by so no one can hear it. But no, we all heard it.
no, nobody's going to admit it, though.
So yeah, just some of the things that can go on during a live stream. Part 1, because everybody knows I just clip all day. So there's more where that came from. I want to say hi to my big brother, Bob Casey. Good to see you, Bob. You know, speaking of meeting up with people, like Bob calls me little sis, and I call him big brother because when we met up at the South Florida drone meetup, we felt like we were family. Like, I don't know. When I met Bob, it just seemed like I had known him forever, and same. So that's why he started. I was like, he said, you seem like you're my little sister. And I was like, oh my gosh, you seem like you're my big brother. So there we went with that. And we have been saying that ever since. Also, hello to MFR. FPB. I remember that those are your initials, but I don't know if you told me what they stand for. But good to see you. Thank you for being here. Windwalker Jones is here too. Hey, Chad. And Flying Flynn Media. Oh, you missed your little cameo on the pilots we've met up with. John Flynn was in there with his wife. So let me see what I had next. Oh, I hope Jason is still here, and I hope he finds this funny because I found it funny. Speaking of live streaming being hard, it's a trend that I have been seeing the past year on people being on a stream while driving. Actually, I think I took some clips of that last year too. It's fine. The phone is set up in the car and people are talking while they're driving. Some people look at the phone way too much. I'm talking to you, Ron Lockwood, if you're out there. Ron is talking and he's constantly looking at the phone. It's like, Ron, it's not going to change. Just drive. But Jason, I've been giving a hard time too because he's not just on a live stream from the car. He's actually hosting a live stream from the car. And I think that kind of takes it to a whole new level. And I've said this before, like I said, I think I'm just being a mom about it. Like, Jason Laverius, that's dangerous. But I don't know. It might be dangerous. And Max and I have talked about this. Like, we really don't want to see this, but we are afraid that we might see someone get pulled over on a live or worse. And so again, I hope that Jason sees the humor in this because there is a little bit of a creative edit at the end.
Quick live stream in this morning because I keep thinking about doing a live stream and thinking about it. And here in my truck in Virginia Beach, Virginia, USA. And just wanted to say hello real quick to everybody and just share with you what I plan to do today. I am drive streaming right now, so I'm not paying too much attention to the chat.
You said no, the lie detector determined that was a lie.
And such missing kids, good morning. How are you today? Thanks for joining. Maria Planter, thanks for joining as well. Good morning to you both. And it looks like 4 people. Yes, long time no see for sure. Some ideas, Mr. Noise TV, thanks for joining as well. Miss Happy, good morning. Yes, that's me, the cowboy drone dude. I'm driving right now, so I'm not really paying attention to the chat. Not as many cars now, so I can mess around here for a second and hook you guys up. Mr. Noise, standard moderator for you. Who else needs one? Drive chat. Yes, I may or not not be driving too. Indeed, Brett. Indeed. I'm not texting, right? Oh yeah, you look at the chat way too much. It's just the same as me looking at the freaking, the radio when I'm changing the channel, or if I'm messing with the air conditioning controls, or looking at the map on my phone if I'm trying to get someplace, So I do have some good traffic, poor weather conditions. I don't think that I am an intimidating.
See, these speeds are really going fast right now. Viewer discretion is advised here.
Figure or a person. I mean, sure, I speak my mind, and I do my best to put thought into what I'm going to say. Indeed it is. Resistance is futile. Hence, here. All right, folks. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. And stop streaming. Okay.
All right. In Jason's defense, he's laughing. He said that he is a professional, and that is true. And honestly, he didn't look at his phone quite as much as I made it look like. He was driving most of the time. But I also told him, this is awesome. I also told him under that live stream that, no, don't get pulled over, Jason. I also told him that, you know what? He's actually really good at talking to the camera. Like, he's really good at it. And I really do think that he should pick a time and a date and do a live stream, I'd stop by. I think he would make an excellent host of a live stream. Oh, it's not just hilarious, it's hilarious. See, you're good with the play on words, Jason, that's for sure. And thank you for being a good sport. There was something about, like, I'm watching his live stream and like, I wasn't in the chat much because honestly, I didn't even want him to be reading any comments from me. But when I saw him like looking back and forth, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's checking the mirrors. Like, that's where I'm going to put a cop behind him. Anyway, yeah, I think Jason should really consider doing like an actual weekly stream. I think he'd be great. And live stream, drive stream. I mean, it is pretty great play on words, but no. Before I get into clips from the streams, I have a question for you guys. Is anyone working on show reels? I have to say that I love show reels. I love watching them because it's basically best of, right? Like, people take their best shots from the whole year and put it together. And like, I love that. I love to see everyone's best shots. And I said this last year that I would like to make one. And I thought, all of my videos are usually compilations anyway. Like, my last one was a compilation. Deneen and I were going around looking for fall foliage. And so it was like all the stops we went to, and I just pulled like clips from each one. Oh, I'm looking at the chat a little bit. Indeed. You would suck talking? It's funny, Bert, but it really, not everyone can do it. It's a certain talent, and I think Jason definitely has it. He's just building to the ultimate live. Absolutely. And yeah, I saw that you were watching that one, Lambo. Live streaming is easy. I've been live streaming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the past 56 years straight. What? Oh, East Coast Thrills. I don't think I said hi to you earlier, Dusty. Jason is the absolute best random streamer ever. Yeah, he is good. He is good. License and FAA registration, please. You know why I pulled you over? Very funny, Jonathan. Oh, bye, Under Pressure. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the super chat. So what was it? Oh, I started to talk about show reels. So I started to put together a show reel last year. And I thought, I already have compilations. I already have clips. So I thought I would just go to like each compilation that I made and pull out my best clip from each video. And so I started to do that. I went through, I was pulling clips. I found a song. I started to put them all together. But then I guess I was just looking at it and I was like, I don't know. I've seen all these clips and I'm kind of like sick of them. And I just felt like I wasn't doing anything new. And I don't know, I just hated it. So I scrapped that and I went back. Now I'm digging into my files, not just my produced videos, but I was digging into the files and I made a whole folder called Best Clips I've Never Used. Because, like my latest video when Deneen and I were flying these beautiful mountains, covered with the fall foliage. And, I used some of the clips. I didn't use all of them. So I was basically going back through my folders and pulling some shots that I hadn't used. And oh my God, that was so much work. I just never did a show reel. It's like the next thing you know, it's April. And I was like, oh, the hell with 2022. So I don't know, maybe this year. But, oh, hey, Bill is here. Coast to Coast Drones. Good to see you, Bill. So I don't know, maybe this year I'm going to make a show reel because like I said, I love them. I love seeing everyone's best shots. And I did pull one to show you for inspiration in case you were thinking about making one. This show reel is from The Adventure, formerly known as Adventure FPV. And, you know, he's just lucky because he lives out there in Colorado and he's got that beautiful scenery. Just a little jealous of that kind of scenery. Although I shouldn't even talk because where I live is beautiful as well. I just got to get out there and video more. But anyway, please watch this show reel from The Adventure. And I'm going to put his link in the chat in case for some crazy reason you're not subbed to him already.
I say, hold up, cock my glizzy, bang, bang. I say, hold up, cock my glizzy, bang, bang.
Was that awesome or what? I saw that Jason asked, what's a show reel? Basically, it's like a collection of your best shots. So you could think of it as, you know, like your showpiece, like almost like your portfolio. Like, here's all the best things I've ever done. Some people make one per year. Like, here's my show reel from 2022. Here's from 2023, like all their best shots of the year. I probably wouldn't do that. I would just pull all my shots. I know in the description of Lee's video, which I just played, he said that this video was 2 years in the making. So he pulled a lot of clips from a lot of different trips and it came out awesome. I like this song too. Yes, Andrew, FPV, absolutely. Right, John? I thought he got a lot of awesome shots. Yeah, the pull up on the ATV. And, you know, he does a good job with speed ramps and stuff like that too. I don't know if you guys remember, but Lee is the one I had sitting here with me talking about editing when I did the editing special. So yeah, he's a great editor, and he's got beautiful places to fly, and he's got great flying skills. So, hey, little llama Laura is here. Thanks for being here, Laura. It's good to see you. And I see Levi Connolly is here. Good to see you, Levi. Yeah, wasn't that cool? I thought it was great. Hey, I showed a show reel last year from Levi. He did a fun thing where he did the reverse droney where you show yourself and then you back up and show like where you are in like this beautiful landscape. Levi did a compilation of all his reverse dronies from like the entire year, which is a great way to look back and see like all the places you've been in a year. But he's one of those people too. He's just in such beautiful places. So yeah, I did show reels last year, and Levi's was one of them. Let's see. Yes, Jason, best shots, basically. And again, you could do just best shots of your droning career so far, or you can do a show reel every year. I always like to watch the show reels on channels. Like if if I was just checking out someone's channel for the first time and I was looking through their videos and I saw one that was called Show Reel, I would probably watch that one first because that's their best stuff. I was thinking of making one, as I mentioned before. I think I want to make two because I want to do one that's like, beautiful scenery and that sort of thing. But I also wanted to do one that's more like action oriented. So, maybe it might be some of my best shots from drift, from motocross, maybe chasing jet skis, parasailers. I don't know. Like I want one to be scenery and one to be more action. And just personal preference, like to me, when I'm looking at like this beautiful scenery and diving down ridges and that sort of thing. And then all of a sudden there's like, I don't know, a bando, and then there's like drift cars on like this gritty track. Like it's a little too different for me. So I think I wanted to separate them out like that, like action and scenery. Just my thought for my own. You're welcome, Levi. You did a great job on yours. Let me see. Should probably clip my flights just after I overcome my penchant for procrastination. Oh, I'm right there with you. I have a very hard time. Or like I get too big of an idea. Like I have a list of about 20 videos that I have all the footage for. I just haven't put them together yet. And I mean, divided into folders. I'm organized as hell. I think it's a combination of procrastination and time. It just takes so much time. Yeah, now that's the place to go and see some show reels. You're absolutely right, Tom. Jake Sloan, he's another one of those people who lives in just such a beautiful place. Like, and he does cool stuff. Like I remember seeing that video where he dove down through like an ice chute. I don't know what you call it exactly, but yeah, any Jake Sloan show reel is definitely worth watching. You should, Danish. I'm sure you could just show the sickest shots you've ever done, or dives, like everything. Like the video I played, was it last week or the week before, when you're chasing mountain bikers through those trails? You could do a really excellent action one. For sure. For sure. Oh, you did one after year one? Oh, you're probably so much better now though, right? Like, don't you like cringe when you look back at like your early flights? I could hardly look at mine. They're just so horrible. Yeah, action. Absolutely. Let's see. Want to make sure I'm keeping up with the chat. Oh, hey, Quick Cat is here. Good to see you. I don't know if I know Quick Cat's real name. All right, so let me see what I have next. Oh, okay. I was going to show you some silly clips from the live streams. Like I said, we haven't been going on them as much. Second half of this year, it was just, I don't know. It was just too hard. We just had too much going on here in the real world, and we didn't get to go and be social and have fun on the live streams. But earlier in the year, we were on so many, and I swear when I was putting together these little compilations, I was laughing. Let me see which one I want to show you first. I think, one of our favorite live streams to go on has always been Uncle Bill's. And he does Uncle Bill's Hanger Talk Sunday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. And I don't know. It's just, I feel like he always gets a nice group of people in there. It switches up, but he has regulars and they all vibe really well together. The conversation's always flowing. Uncle Bill is a great host. Everyone has a good sense of humor. I don't know. It ends up being really fun. I'm going to put Uncle Bill's link to his channel in the chat. If for some reason you are not subscribed to Uncle Bill's Toys, please subscribe and also check out his live streams at 10 o'clock Eastern Sunday nights because it is a really fun place to hang out. Which one should I show you first? You know what? I've played this particular one on the channel before, but this is when Max was getting everyone to do the Truffle Shuffle.
Sounds unlimited. You know, Max, I just noticed your Goonies shirt. I think I had that exact same shirt.
Walmart.
Yeah, I wear it. Hey, it's a great shirt. Goonies never die, brother.
I got Goonies never die.
Goonies.
Oh, I love that movie.
You guys.
Hey, you guys.
Anybody want to see the Truffle Shuffle? I can do it.
The Truffle Shuffle.
Do it, Don.
See, I told you I was bombless tonight.
Can't unsee that. And then I turned and saw it again on the second screen.
The Truffle.
Come on, I gotta get TJ going. I'll pull up one more.
I don't know, Max.
Your combos.
The fact that you're a Goonies fan, I think you're back into my good standing.
Do the Truffle Shuffle, Don.
Do it.
It's your turn. Do it.
Come on, I want to see.
Nobody wants to know.
Do it, Bill. Shuffle. Truffle Shuffle. Truffle Shuffle.
You've really taken things off the rails. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Why?
Usually this show is far more reserved.
This show is... Hell yeah! Go Bill! Go Bill! Now that is a Truffle Shuffle.
That's a Truffle Shuffle.
Yes.
Yeah, he shuffled that truffle.
He shuffled.
Now shuffle the chin.
So, yeah, some of the fun that we have had on Uncle Bill's stream. I know Andrew said that I should come back sometime. Yeah, I would like to, Andrew. Always fun over there. Cool Cat was asking a question if he should put a star or a fairy on the top of his tree. I personally like the star. I always like a star on top of the tree. Or maybe you could put a drone. Switch it up this year. I must have. I know he's such a wise ass, Joe. That's one of the things that made me laugh going through. This is weird. Healthcare. It's not showing up. Yeah, healthcare. why would I get a call from healthcare at 10 to 9? That's so weird. And why is my ringer on? Because it's usually like never on. I usually like anyone who has ever tried to call me like gets a call back when I realized I've missed a call. So that was weird twice over. Hey, my mini loan drive. Oh boy, I tripped on that one. My mini drone life is here. Good to see you. You went to school with Carrie Green. Oh, that must be you must be talking to someone in the chat because I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, the View Chaser is here too. Good to see you, Danny. Oh, you're going to do the star? Yeah, you could put the fairy on like a shelf or something. I always like a star on the top of the tree. I remember one year, I think my mom had like this Santa tree topper, and she put a Santa on the top of the tree, and I was like, and no, it's got to be a star. I'm going to jump around a little bit. I have some more clips from Uncle Bill's stream, but I also have some really funny stuff from Justin's stream, Saturday Night Tech. He does Saturday Night Tech at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And that may be surprising that I have clips from his show, since currently Justin is Max's favorite person to pick on in the chats. More about that coming up on Conflicts and Controversies a few weeks from now. But we have definitely had some good laughs over on Justin's stream. And I think actually our first time on the stream might have been this one where Max, I don't know, he's getting everybody to take their shirts off.
Where you got like white speckles and shit mixed in with your.
I'm almost 52 years old and I still got traps. I still got muscles. I still got.
My man just said you got the traps. Let's see those traps, bro. Yeah, built like a tank, bro.
I'm still built.
Let's see those traps, Tim.
I'm all right for my age.
Oh no, bro!
Oh my God, they're both
strip
naked.
off Nirvana for that body? Bro,
Now take your shirt off, Tammie. You gotta take your shirt off too.
No.
Just make sure you adjust the camera.
You should have put on.
Make sure you adjust the camera.
Why Nirvana, bro?
Boobies.
Now it's Lynn's turn.
See, Lynn, they're naked.
All right,
You gotta
you want me to
be
strip
naked
it off
too.
again? I'll take it off.
Look,
Come on,
I
take it off.
found Tim's legs.
The amount of petty in this stream is amazing.
Let's normalize being naked, right?
All right. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with being naked.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
She took her shirt off.
She's twirled in her
Yeah.
To win.
Justin, you're next.
Take it
Let's
off,
go.
Justin.
Tim.
Take it off.
Then the things.
Now we're moving over to Tim.
Let's go.
Chicken bone.
Tim said, "Fuck this! I'm not going last."
That's what you're getting right there. That's your prize, Lynn. Right there. That's your prize.
What? Who?
That's your prize. Tim's your prize.
Who's next?
Come on, Justin. Take your fucking shirt off.
Come on,
You
bro.
knew what this was.
You knew what this
Come
was.
on.
Come on, Justin.
Bro, don't make me call your wife and tell her to make you do it.
3 layers under there.
There you go.
Hey. There it is. All right.
Got him.
All right, somebody quick. Call his wife. And I've been doing this for too long. I'm not stupid, motherfucker.
The fuck are we doing?
I was young once too, but not today.
Making content.
Oh, we never fucking did this before. What the fuck?
When I closed YouTube and reopened it, Justin's stream popped up as the first thing, and I'm not even subscribed.
Really? Oh shit!
Because your algorithm's interacting now.
So yeah, I think that's why when we go on other live streams, everyone is always like, oh, do they have their clothes on? Because I don't know. I think that's happened on Uncle Bill's. We just ended up like sitting there naked one night. Hey, I have a new member. Jonathan Jackson, thank you, my friends. A new YouTube member. Woo. Thank you so much, Jonathan. I appreciate that. Right. Oh my God. I know. Sometimes it gets crazy late at night. Crazy Cuban. Yeah, exactly. We have fun. I think that was the first time we were ever on one of Justin's streams. And yeah, that's what happened. It got a little nutty. Let me see what else I have here. I have a whole list on the computer. Oh, yeah. Oh, I have to say, so I have clips pulled from Uncle Bill's. I have clips pulled from Justin's streams. I also pulled clips from Artie's stream, Arco Drone Solutions, from Coast to Coast Drones. But I pulled way too much, so I am going to save some for part 2. Because I pulled way too many. Dominic didn't want to show you all up with his bronzed beach bod. Yeah, Dominic was not down. He was like, nope, we couldn't shame him into it at all. Right, Dom? Yeah, that's right. It was freezing. I know he's always like at a different like season than we're in. And you know what? Since we're on the subject of Dominic, I just wanted to say that, you know, Dominic all year long is the person who enjoys correcting me, I guess I would say. Like, you know, it's Vistaprint, not Vistaprint, you know, or it's Nikon, not Nikon, although everyone disagreed with him there. There's an L in solder, Tammie Jean. I say solder. We say solder here. I don't know. We get rid of that L. Yeah. And oh, this one too. It's gray. I can't even say it. It's graham crackers, not graham crackers. See, I think the problem is like graham crackers sounds like someone's got a little southern twang. So we say graham crackers. I don't know. It's like we're trying to correct it. Yeah, so Dominic is always correcting me, but I also have to give Dom credit because he's also the one creating some Tammie Jean hashtags. Like, just saying. I guess I didn't notice that I say that until he hashtagged it, and now he hashtags it every time I say it, and I do say it all the time. I also say, let me tell you something. And I didn't know until he started hashtagging that either, but he also hashtags the Tammie push, and that is when I am trying to promote people who come to the stream or whose videos I'm showing. So yeah, I try to give everybody a Tammie push. So, oh, what is it? It's good day, not good day. I think it depends on where you are, Barkley. So, oh, he's a smart ass. Well, a little bit, but Dom's always fun. I appreciate Dom. You know what? I have another video from, this is a compilation of clips from Justin's stream again. This is from his Saturday Night Tech. Just a bunch of clips from different nights that we were on there. And I don't know, Max just makes me laugh in this one.
It's one of those days that a girl goes through. It's just one of those days. Well, I changed it to a boy.
Don't take it personal.
Well, Lynn had some things that need to be done around the house.
He's gonna be my
house tip.
You're gonna clean her pipes. So while you're waiting, they have like a 50-pound box of peanuts. You know, like you feed like the elephant. They gotta crack them open. Justin is there all day.
Eating penis? I mean penis.
Oh, penis. I'm just trying to make conversation.
Anyway.
Is anybody into cocaine?
I used to be. Used to be.
A couple times back in the day.
I've been off of cocaine for 20 years now. 20 years.
No, good for you.
Best thing I ever did in my life to get off that crap.
I've been
whatever you
about 20 minutes.
Fucking quitter.
I'll be right back. Justin, you're an asshole.
Tim, you got a note from Gear Changer.
Yeah, and I answered it. I said 2 years. It's been 2 years since I had sex. I don't care. I don't care about sex like other people do.
Well, you're old.
Exactly.
Yeah. You just want companionship.
I don't want companionship. I don't want that.
Then what the fuck do you want? She got stuck in a dryer today.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh.
I'm like getting stuck in a dryer.
You know.
Jen thought my hair looked frizzy.
That's what it was, the dryer, yeah.
We were trying to look badass tonight.
Badass.
Yeah, that fucking short already said, like 2.5, 2.6K views. I'm hoping I'm going to be like the guy with the ocean spray that was riding on the skateboard.
Man,
The ocean spray gave him like a year's supply of cranberry juice for that.
Yeah.
I get a year's supply of Twinkies from Hostess.
Hostess has
Yeah.
been looking for someone that could deep throat a Twinkie.
Twinkies.
Exactly.
Tammie.
What's up, Chris? If I got to call up the head of YouTube first to make sure he knows, that way they don't mess with my channel.
If he's gonna call, this is gonna ring.
Oh, you're the head of YouTube?
You're the head of YouTube.
That's why I'm pushing your channel, bro. Shit sucks.
See, we still have sex, so you know.
So do I.
We
I
don't.
think I was doing this afternoon.
Gaming. I don't know what we just walked into, but is anybody into cock rings?
Yes. That's the next segment. You have to wait. Max, you're a little premature on that.
Droner Gaming, we're done with him. Stupid content, nothing relatable.
Oh,
sorry, Jess.
Oh, that was funny.
So that's the one thing I do miss about going on the live streams is Max is the funniest shit. I also thought it was funny that Justin had like running along the bottom, Max sucks, Max sucks. Hey, Deneen is here. Good to see you, Deneen. Oh, bye, Bert. Dynadrone is leaving. Hope you'll be back next week. Hey, Tim Jackson's here. Good to see you, Tim. And Justin's here. Good to see you. I have I just played the clips with shirts off. You maybe missed that one. And then I had put together that one of when we've been on Justin's streams. And I think I might have something later of you guys too, but thanks for being here. Let me see what else I've got. Yeah, so again, I have more clips of being on streams from Art Code Drone Solutions stream and Coast to Coast Drone stream, but I'm going to save them for next week because I just pulled way too many clips and I had too much to edit. So, you know what? Let me play one more from Uncle Bill's. I had a lot of funny ones from his. Which one? All right, I had two more. All right, I'll do this one. This one was, I named this one Cameras Off. I don't know how we had so much fun turning the cameras off, but we did.
Turn your cameras off. Bill's going to be back on in a second. Tammie, mute yourself.
Oh, hey now.
Meow.
Oh, yeah, right there. Keep doing it.
Everybody be quiet. Thank you, Max, but my hand's getting sore.
Nobody in chat talk either. Everybody just be quiet.
Do you like... Did you just touch my ass?
That wasn't my hand.
Betty?
It was my hand.
Do you want to?
Max, now that we're all in the closet in the dark, now's the chance for you to kind of slide over here and let me lick that big bald head.
I did shave tonight.
He did. He's smooth.
Bald.
Tongue friendly.
Stop.
No means no.
Stop.
Are we doing this for nothing? You should never come
I don't know. That'd be really funny if he did this to us. How disappointing would it be? It would be like hiding for somebody's birthday and them never showing up.
Lambo's got a game we can play.
Wait.
Oh, who's in my mouth?
Are we
I'm
all
gonna learn
going out and say
It does.
guys? Oh no.
Wait.
Hey, Johnny Drone Flyer. Well, welcome to Hangar Talk, where the lights are out and we're all just hanging out and rubbing together. Johnny, take your shirt off and climb into the pit.
Come over to my tent, Johnny.
I don't know. He might have.
Whoa! I'm in on that one.
I was like,
That was-
real quick.
Yay, nips for
perfectly
tips.
Centered. Did you
Just
see
real
that?
quick.
It was perfectly centered.
Perfectly centered. Okay. What now are we judging? Are we judging nipple size?
I'm so confused.
We're still waiting to yell surprise. He's never coming
somebody's
back.
Thank you, Maddie.
Uncle Phil said this stream sucks. Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, Uncle Bill was on his way home and we were all just like hanging out waiting for him. So Donald Mudball's idea was let's like all turn off our cameras and then we'll like jump out and say surprise or some shit. But yeah, I don't know, just kooky stuff that ends up happening late night, you know, because Uncle Bill's stream starts at 10 o'clock, right, Jerry? I don't know. It was just so silly. So let me see what I had next. Oh, right. So there were a few very nice invitations this year to be on live streams. First one I was going to show, Max and I were invited to be on Drone Nation over the summer when we were talking to Ron Brown and Marcus Crawford at the South Florida Drone Meetups. So, you know, they've got a very big show over there. So that was really nice of them to invite us to be on, especially when, I don't know, I feel like I have absolutely no industry knowledge. I mean, like, what drones coming out, the specs of the drones. I don't know. I fly what I have and I don't really get into like what's the next big one and the latest and greatest so much. So I feel like, and that's like their main thing that they talk about over there. So I was like, I don't know what I could possibly input into like this stream. Like I really just have no knowledge on this. But you know, I felt like we brought our own special flavor to the stream. So let me show you a little bit of our time with the Drone Nation crew.
Max will be upcoming guest of the Drone Nation show.
Drone
we're still
Nation.
We're still signing the contracts. The lawyers are still working out the
We're in
details.
negotiations.
But they will be on, folks. So we're real excited. Marcus is already, working out the details. So stay tuned, folks.
All the way from beautiful upstate New York or whatever, where I'm sure it's
or whatever.
So
Hey,
welcome
guys.
in, guys. That we want to get you in the show for a while, and we played jump back and forth some dates, but we finally got you on. And I know. I know. What have you guys been up to lately? How's your summer going?
Doing good.
Good, good. Our new thing has been chasing dirt bikes.
So are we talking motocross or
Yeah.
motocross?
Yeah, MX. Yep.
The one that is Max's favorite to chase is actually 53 years old, and
It's just pinned and that's it. And hold on.
53. Holy crap, that's old. Jeez.
Well, for dirt bikes, maybe
it is. I agree.
One of DeMarco's favorite drone companies, Holystone, they're all over Amazon. They have an FAA compliant remote ID module coming soon. And if it's a bolt on like a remote ID, it may work on other drones.
Could be a strap-on, Ron, for all we know.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
that's what they're calling it.
Number 7. Here's an interesting story. There have been reports out there that Seafly, they're going to be getting into the highly profitable enterprise drone market. Yeah, well, wait, where's all the reaction here?
Can we move on?
Or we can go out and have fun and fly our flipping drones. And I think that's probably the best message of all.
Mm-hmm. Always flip your drone.
That happens too.
And roll too.
Put a little yellow to it.
When's the Rhode Island meetup?
Well,
they keep scheduling and then canceling it.
Well, yeah, he's a busy man.
I drove all the way up there and I see a Facebook post is canceled. We had to drive all the way back.
It's a lot of gas, Mark. You know.
And make sure you go over and check out Max there.
He forgot our names already, but it's okay.
420.
We'll be in the description somewhere.
Yeah, links will be in the description, folks.
Sub those channels up. Go to the live show Thursday night, and Tammie's monetized now, so throw a couple big, super chats up there. Just
Green.
Yeah, let a couple $100 ones rip off, right? But
Come on, Barkley, let's go.
Dollar bills, y'all.
I don't know exactly why Max was calling Barkley out to throw some super chats, but yeah, so that was our a little bit from our Drone Nation appearance, and that was a lot of fun. They're nice guys, DeMarco and Marcus and Ron. We always like hanging out with them at South Florida Drone Meetup, and we kept laughing that Ron just could not remember Max's channel name. But I put the Drone Nation link in the chat in case you're not familiar with their channel. They are on every Monday night at 9 o'clock, and they kind of keep you up to date with what's going on in the drone world. So, and I did get another invitation to read the news on Ken Heron. I'm not going to play the whole news segment, but I will just show you a little sneak peek at that. It's always kind of challenging to do the news because it's usually like an emergency situation. And I think this particular time, I don't know, I got like a text from Ken at like 7:15, and he starts at 8. And, the news is fairly soon after the show starts. So it's the prep of it is taking a news article and just trying to find like 1 or 2 sentences out of it to say, because no one wants to sit there and hear somebody read a whole article. And there's also, is this one where there's a video? Is it just a picture? Is it just me talking and introducing a video? Or do I talk during the entire time? Because sometimes a video has a voiceover and sometimes it doesn't. So it's kind of like figuring out each news article and how to present it. So there is some work that goes into it before it starts. So it's a little nerve-wracking. And I know all through the beginning of Ken's show, I was still working on those news articles, and I think he clipped over to me a couple of times. I don't know. Let's look at this one.
Now, what I usually do, and I didn't check this before we streamed. Whoops! Oh, hey, there's Tammie. Hi, Tammie. Okay, she's not ready.
Hey, Tammie, I look good. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
Heading over into the drone newsosphere with not Jeff Sills. It's Tammie Jean. What's happening?
Tammie Jean Newsroom.
Yes, right over here. You can't see it; it's off camera. But I have break glass in case of news, and then there's Tammie Jean in there. She came out and helped. Thank you very much.
Emergency.
It was an emergency. Yes.
So yeah, that was. It's always fun to do the news, though. I think I enjoy being like a little part of the Ken Heron show, and it's always fun over there. I thought I saw. Oh yeah, I didn't say hi to Mark White earlier. Hi, Mark White. I wish it was 10 p.m. when Bill started. Oh yeah, over here it's 3 a.m. I think Mark is in the UK. And I saw Fly High FPVs here. Sup, buds? Good to see you, Dave. I love seeing you in the news. You're the best. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I do enjoy doing that. That is a lot of fun. What's next? So many clips. But yeah, so I think that particular time Jeff was sick. So obviously I don't wish him sick, but I wouldn't mind getting more invitations to do the news because I do enjoy it. So the other invitation that I received this year was to co-host Drone Brews, the live stream on Original Dobo, which is Ken Dono's channel. So I thought that was pretty funny since just a year before, Ken had no idea who I was. So when that first started, I had put together those two little clips of him not knowing who I was and then introducing me as his co-host. So here's a quick look at that one.
Flashback.
People keep mentioning Tammie Jean, but she is not a reviewer. I've never heard of Tammie Jean, unfortunately.
1 year later.
As promised last week, I put out a poll. I said we were going to choose a new co-host. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever on Drone Brews, Tammie Jean.
Yeah, I think that show that I clipped from first, I think there was some sort of argument going on about, who DJI has reviewed their drones. And someone had said that there was never any female reviewers. And so that just started like this whole thing and who's even out there doing reviews. Someone had put my name in the chat, but I don't actually do reviews. But yeah, since I was brought up, he was just like, Tammie Jean, never heard of her. So that was kind of funny. So I was asked to co-host, and obviously I took the job. I very much appreciated the opportunity. Overall, I don't think, this is just my opinion, but I don't think that it was really what Ken was looking for. Like, I'm under the impression that maybe he was hoping for like a little more input from me, like either with topics or guests. But I mean, as far as like YouTube goes and life at the moment, like my plate is full. I work full time. I work on my own live stream. I have a house and a yard to take care of, and they've both been problems this past year. I don't know. There've been a lot of problems this past year. So I don't know. Maybe it was kind of like bad timing for me, but like the only time that I could actually give to the show was the hour that I was sitting in the chair. So again, like I don't think that's necessarily what he was looking for. I think he was hoping for more of a partnership, and definitely August, September. Like I don't know. It just wasn't a good time for me to be trying to, hi baby, put more time into anything. so yeah, that didn't work out. But I think for the 6 episodes that I was in the co-host seat, I think, hey baby, I think we did all right. I think I did all right as co-host. Here is a little recap. Again, it's only 6 episodes. Probably the shortest stint of a co-host ever. I think Ken always jokes that they get a year, but yeah, 6 episodes. But yeah, I think we had some funny times. So here's a look at that.
Buckle up, Tammie. Tammie Jean, buckle up. We're in for a rough ride tonight, Tammie. Welcome to Drone Brews. Woo, we got it all. This fucking fly, I'm going to, if I have to punch myself.
Oh, I thought you ate it. You know it's up there. It's a screamer.
Yeah, you're I spit on the monitor. Tiny little gnat. It's just small enough to annoy the living shit out of me. See, I am not digressing, B-man. He's this fucking fly. China is so bad. It's so big. We don't even have an American drone manufacturer here anymore. I hope you're here for the long, long ride. Did I just hear like something in my ear? What was that, Tammie? It was like a high-pitched something.
Like an Avada?
Like? Oh, wait, it's me. Dude, listen, look at this. Check this out, man. Look what I figured out. Like, they need to make a drone pilot shock collar so every time you do something stupid, it shocks you. Well, we're going to tell you what you're going to do, little boy. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is the type of drone, you go to a fucking arcade, you go to the arcade, they have the little key thing, you stick it in, you put the tokens in, it says win a free drone. And you're never going to win that fucking drone for less than $550. That is a piece of shit. 3, 2, 1.
Uh-oh. Garbage. How dare you say that shit, Vegas?
I have not digressed one single time. Yeah. What's the hype that you have heard?
I don't know if this is just me, but everyone seems to want to talk about penetration.
Fuck you, Eddie. We went to school together. Oh, shit. Did you see that? What was it? What was the college bar called, Tammie? You ready?
You're getting signal penetration. You're getting incredible signal penetration.
2.
You
got me. Oh!
I gotta tell you, it's hitting pretty good right now.
You have to say the line from the movie with Will Ferrell, and he says, I like you. You're crazy.
Yes.
I like you.
I like you. You're crazy.
No. Oh!
It did hurt a little bit. God
damn, I can. Peace out, consumers. Thanks for the crowdfunding.
Derailed a little bit.
The train. We may have to switch platforms, Tammie. Damn it, dude. What am I doing? Train was trying to leave the station, Tammie. Here's the deal. You guys knew when you came here that you signed up for almost anything, okay?
You knew what this was.
Yes. We're not having a technical little line signs. Let go of the mic. I'm fine.
So that was a compilation of my 6 episodes in the co-host seat. So that was fun, and I guess I'm back to just focusing on my stream now. So yeah, I think was on my list. I'm trying to read my own my own notes over here. Oh shoot, I know. All right, let me catch up with the chat really quick, and then how is being on Drum Brews? It was fun, Andrew. I thought it was a lot of fun. A little unpredictable at times, and again, I don't really know like industry news. Like I was saying with Drone Nation, like that's not my strong point. I don't know the specs. I don't know, how one drone compares to another. I don't do reviews, so I guess I don't have a lot of input along those lines. I think I'm just kind of the more of the like the average consumer, not the super knowledgeable drone expert or anything like that. Yeah, I like to fly. I like to make some videos. I guess that's about it. Oh, thank you, Chris, and good to see you. I don't think I said hello to you earlier. Let me see. Oh, a new hashtag then, Dom. Train's leaving the station. Yeah, that's the truth. All right. You're going to fly, Lambo? It is really cold here today. It looked so pretty, and I wished that I had time to go out for at least a little bit at sunset, but I didn't have time. I was trying to do this. Before I get too far along, I did want to mention that this year we did lose 2 of our own from the community, and I have a quick video to show. The first part is, and this is very brief, I don't want to be a downer, but if we're looking back on 2023, we have to do a little memoriam. So the first part is in memory of Mike Rennick, just like 3 little clips I put together. And the second part is 10 seconds of silence for Mike B, the Drone Ranger. And this video was actually made by Tim Jackson. I don't know if he's still here in the chat. I hope he doesn't mind me playing it, but I thought that it was an absolutely beautiful tribute. It's, like I said, just 10 seconds of silence and a very beautiful 10-second flight that he made through the trees. So yeah, let's just play a quick tribute to those we lost. So yeah, that was to our 2 friends that passed. Yeah, that's right, both Mikes, huh? Did I see a wise ass comment? I did. So what you're saying is you're more than a pretty face, but not much more. Well, honestly, I am not a technical person at all. Like, or I don't know, like, I don't like to be bothered with it. And even like when I get a drone, I'm not sitting there reading the book. I like to learn by doing. So like, let me take it out. Let me get it in the air. I'll figure it out as I go. Like, I don't have a lot of patience for, I don't know. I don't really care that much about it. Like, I always laugh. There's like a list of words that makes me laugh when I'm watching live streams or reviews. And let me see if I can kind of think of them. Let's see. Well, penetration was making me laugh. That signal penetration, color science, the 1-inch sensor. Like, people are constantly talking about these things. I want the stacked sensor. Whatever. Give me a nice drone, let me fly. I don't know. Let me see. Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. Air 2S Army. Yes. Air 2S Army. That's what Mike Rennick always said. Let's see. Oh, more hands-on trial and error. Yeah. And oh, thank you. Cinematic is another one. Cinematic for sure. Also overused, definitely overused. Moist is a word that makes you laugh. Is that used in the drone community much, Dom? Or you just mean like in general, huh? Oh, that's too funny. Let me see. Oh, okay. So I have another little video to show you, and this is a video that I put together because, Max always likes to talk shit in the chat, and trying to remember whose chat we were in. Oh, I think we're in the chat on Paul Murray's stream. Paul Murray is on twice a day. He's on at 9 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, and then 5 o'clock at night Eastern time. And you know what? He's got a really nice stream because I feel like it's just a very welcoming atmosphere. Anyone's welcome to be there. Anyone's welcome to join the panel. They talk about whatever comes up. And it's just kind of like, it's like a nice place to go and hang out. And I would say it's someplace that I'm normally just a lurker because 9 o'clock in the morning, I'm working. Sometimes I can tune in and sometimes I can't. It depends on exactly what I'm doing at work. But if I have to think at all, like I can't have a live stream on, like I can't think and listen at the same time. I need to concentrate. But 5 o'clock can be tricky too. But sometimes I can listen in at 5 o'clock, like while I'm cooking dinner, or, like I've just finished work and I'm probably doing stuff around the house, but that's when I sometimes tune into Paul Murray, and sometimes I'm in the chat. And again, I really like his show because I also feel like, I don't know, he's just such a good listener. You end up hearing like confessions of sorts and just some real talk over there, and he's trying to give some real advice. I just think he just seems like a very nice person. But so here we are in the chat one particular day, and Max put in the chat that he was baking something in Tammie's oven. And so that started a whole thing. And then, you know how I do sometimes, I made a little clip as if TMZ picked up on it.
Welcome to TMZ Live. Harvey Levin here. Charles here. I was stunned at this revelation.
A bombshell of an announcement was dropped late last week on the Paul Murray Live from Studio B live stream.
Max, you bake? I think I want one of Max's pies.
Well, maybe she's using Max's special ingredients.
And he has something baking in Tammie's.
Oh God!
Got an announcement to make.
Oh shit!
Are Tammie, Jean, and Max Air 420 expecting an addition to the family?
If what they're saying, this is an announcement there. Congratulations to the both.
And he's like, don't spread rumors.
A biscuit in the oven. Yeah. At least Max can say that Tammie Jean delivers.
Actually, I would say Max delivered on that one.
Sources close to the couple say they had no idea, but that they have been together for a long time. An article was published on the BBC website soon after the leak, but as of now, the news is unconfirmed.
I have no idea whether those rumors are true. Well, I do have an idea.
There is nothing.
Will little Jasper pup be jealous? What about their cat, Ice, also known as Key?
You must be in your baby making days right now.
I'm not gonna hack it. No, but isn't it true? Like two dumbs make a smart.
Excuse me.
We'll be keeping an eye on this one, folks. Only time will tell.
So, yeah, you know what? Max actually puts that in the chat like at least once a year. So, so he was just starting rumors, but I had fun making the video anyway. You know what? He said it's a drone. I had this thought, like I was actually gonna do a quick Photoshop of like an ultrasound, but it was a drone. But then I thought, does that mean that I had sex with a drone? Or does that mean like Max's shots have little baby drone seeds in them? I don't know. Like once I thought about it a little bit more, I was like, nah, no. So anyway, a tray of hash cakes. That's a nice addition to the family, huh? Thank you, Tanine. Sometimes I have to put these up so I can read them. Things to put in the quote clip collection. Wow, I could hardly say that. Can we say hey to the cat? You know, I just heard him in the hallway because while one of these videos was playing, I ran out and got a bottle of water and I gave the cat a treat. And I swear it's a good maybe 15 seconds later, it's like the cat's on drugs. Whenever he eats, he flips out. It's almost like a toddler on sugar. So yeah, he was just running around in the hallway, but I don't know where he is now. Here, I'll do the universal call. Let's see if he comes. Otherwise I have to leave the chair. Cool cat. So yeah, that was just I don't know. That was funny. That was funny. He likes starting shit. So let me see what else I had for you. Well, one of the things, see, I have, like I said, I kind of divided things up into two shows because I just had so many clips. Like it was going to be a 3-hour show if I put them all into one night. But I guess dividing it up, it comes out to only like an hour and a half. But I did have something else to talk about. I was thinking like, and looking back over the year, you know, like, and just all the things that went on this year, I was like, what? Like, I'm someone who, I don't know. Sometimes I listen to the news at night, but sometimes I read the news. And so one of the things I went and did was like to look back and see like what were the top news articles of the year. Maybe I am a little bit of a news girl at heart, but nothing with politics and nothing with mass shootings. Both of those had a ton of headlines. But if we look at if we take those two things away, like a lot of crazy stuff happened this year. In February, there was that huge train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. And that was like such a horrible mess. And like for months, people didn't know like how much danger they were in. Like there were toxic chemicals in that train, and they were, you know, they were burning and being released into the air. I know schools were let out. Like were a few school districts, last I heard, were actually like suing the train company for like putting them and the kids in danger, and for all the time that they had to miss. Like that was a big, crazy thing that happened this year. And then right around the same time was the Chinese spy balloons. Like, isn't that nuts? Like, I almost forgot that that was this year. And like, whatever became of that? Like we shot the one down over North Carolina after it went across the whole country. But on February 9th, we shot down one over Alaska. And then on February 11th, we shot one down over Canada, over Yukon. So that was a really weird, crazy time. Like I kind of forgot about almost. What I didn't forget about, I don't think anybody will, is the wildfires in Quebec, sending smoke across the continent. I pulled this picture because it's my favorite, because someone put Godzilla back there. So this is definitely my favorite meme to come out of the whole wildfire thing. But like, wow, did that really affect everyone? Like millions of people in Canada and in the United States. Like that affected everybody all summer. It was so crazy. Like I know people were talking about it all the way down in Florida. It definitely affected the summer. I remember one of the times that we were going to do motocross, there was someone that wanted us to do like a personal video for him. And so he was planning on going and riding. I think that particular time was in New Hampshire. And he ended up canceling the last minute. He was like, the air quality is way too bad. He's like, I can't be riding motocross with all of this smoke in the air. Like it is actually very dangerous to be breathing that air in. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking, like, my first thought was that it was funny, and then I very quickly thought, I don't know what the backstory would be on that one. A TBS tracer using Peter the Penetrator. Yeah, exactly. The jet stream brought it everywhere. Like, I can't even believe how bad it got. I think there were some funny memes about it though. This one with the secondhand smoke though. You know, Canada's up there smoking, and New York's in the back seat, just, you know, breathing it in. That was another one. But you know, we're so self-centered, right? Because really, it's like, oh, poor New York, they're covered in smoke. Canada's over there literally on fire, and it was like nobody cared. It's like, oh, we're breathing in all this smoke. But yeah, that was like the whole summer. That was a huge story this year. Let's see. Yeah, Andrew, I like Godzilla in that picture of New York. I'm doing my part to keep Bama smoked out. Burning cheese. But of course, that was a funny thing that happened too. Max had a fire going over on the property where he splits wood and keeps wood to sell and everything. He had fire going over there, and the neighbor who owns the horse that Max is friends with, he came over and he's like, you know, would you mind? Could you stop burning? He's like, that is all we can smell. And Max was like, okay, you know, and he put the fire out and he didn't burn anymore. And like the guy apologized the next day. He's like, you know, I totally forgot about the wildfires. I'm sorry. Like he thought all that smoke that was getting into their house and everything came from a little fire that Max had going. Hey, Nomad Ariel is here. You know, I don't think you were here earlier, but I was talking about show reels, Joe. And I think that you did one or maybe two of them. I played one tonight because this is year in review. I wanted to play some show reels and see if anyone was working on them. But I know that you had at least one or two. So yeah, maybe I can show one of yours on year in review part 2. I think when I looked quick, both of the videos I was looking at were kind of long, so I'd have to cut them down and I was running out of time. But you know how Joe is. He does a great edit. So yeah, I think I pulled it down and maybe it was over 6 minutes long. Does that sound right? So I didn't play it tonight, but maybe I can play it on year in review part 2 coming up in 2 weeks on the 28th, December 28th. I'm going to do the year in review segments on the 8 o'clock starts. So yeah, that sounds right. I thought so. So I might have to show like half of it. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, so I think year in review is going to be part 1 tonight, part 2 on December 28th, and then part 3 on the first 8 o'clock start in January. And that would be the conflicts and controversies segment. And in between on the 10 o'clock starts, I don't know, I had some ideas. I had some kooky games. I wanted to use one night to try out bingo. If you guys remember, I've been working on a bingo card and I'm going to mail them out at the end of December. So hopefully everyone gets their bingo cards like at the beginning of January. This one isn't completely filled out. I'm still working on it. And then I'm going to make a few versions of the card because I can't have everyone hitting bingo at once. But as you can see, this is all stuff that kind of gets said or comes up during the show. And so I think when I showed the card last, there was definitely a bingo. There was definitely a bingo. Dominic called bingo, I think, on line 2 going across. Now, see, I don't think that would happen this week because I don't think there's been a Jasper sighting this week. There was a Jasper wine, but there was no Jasper sighting. So, and look, I didn't talk about AI this week, but also I just said it. So there you go. But yeah, so I'm going to have some bingo cards sent out. If you haven't ever gotten stickers from me or coasters or anything, send me your address and I'll send you a bingo card. There's going to be prizes. Send me your address. Send an email to tammiejeanstream@yahoo.com. And I'm not sure if bingo is going to be every night, if it's only going to be on the 10 o'clock nights. Like, I have to figure it out. And we might have to do a test bingo maybe the first week in January. And just see, because I don't know, maybe 20 people are going to hit bingo. And then I'm going to be like, oh, shit, these super chats aren't covering this. So yeah, so we'll have to test that out and see how it goes. But the bingo cards, hopefully I'm going to finish them up by the end of this month and get them mailed out. Oh no, too moist to fly yesterday. Are you trying to trigger Dominic? Let me see. Scrolling down. Dave is baking. Dave, I told the story once about when I had a little teeny tiny corner of a brownie. Whew, it was not good. It was too good, depending on if you enjoy hallucinations or not. Let me see. Let me scroll to the bottom and work my way back up because I think I am by the time you get it, it'll be Easter. Oh no, I'll have to send Dominic's first. Let's see. No telling on Jasper. He's my good boy. Okay, so emotional damage. That's not on this show. I don't use that sound clip. Although, you guys, I think by the 21st, so within 1 week, I am supposed to receive my second payment from YouTube for being monetized. So that will be enough to buy the little soundboard thing that I want. And then instead of having, now this has been my idea for over a year, and I probably shouldn't have even said it, but instead of having these clips off the internet that people use on their soundboards, like emotional damage and all of that, like I wanted to do my own clips. So like I have Dominic saying, yeah. And I have Joe Fotoleo saying, woo! And I have Tom from Lens Capture Online saying,
okay.
Right? So, you know, if you put it into conversation correctly,
okay.
And if I had like little buttons to push,
okay.
Then, you know, it could be kind of funny. So that was my idea for having a little push button soundboard thing. And I should be able to, I actually have my eye on one. It's open box on eBay. Don't get it. But yeah, I have my eye on one. So maybe after I receive my second YouTube payout, I'm going to order it. That's a little TJ laugh. But yeah, so that'll be fun, I think, especially since I sit here all by myself. Like maybe it would be good to have some sound effects going on or something. I will give Jasper an extra treat, although, you know, the one thing that he wants is more corn muffin with butter. So I guess I'll have to hook him up with that. Which soundboard? I'm getting the Elgato 32 button sound. It's not one of these that has the mixer and that does the funny voices and all of that. It's just a push button. And you can use the buttons to do other things as well. Like they can, there could be a button for like triggering a video, you know, like when I have these little video clips. Like right now, those are all buttons that I push on StreamYard, but you can program the little Elgato, I forget what it's called, Stream Deck. The little Elgato Stream Deck, you can program those buttons to run all kinds of things on your stream. I mostly want to have some sound effects and stuff, you know, like sometimes, you know, I want like somebody's right or somebody's wrong. So like I want to have stuff like that. But also I have been clipping little sound clips from the community for over a year. So I have a whole folder full of kind of funny stuff. So probably Ken Herron will be on there.
Tammie Jean! Oh, Tammie Jean!
Because that's what a lot of people hear my name in his voice. So yeah. Oh.
Avado!
Uncle Bill started that as a toast. I don't know if you all know that. So yeah, that's kind of, yes, the extra large one, you know, 16 buttons aren't going to be enough. So yeah, I was kind of waiting for YouTube payouts to buy that because yes, the Stream Deck XL, that's what it is. Because yeah, I was hoping that YouTube would pay for it. And it does eventually, but yeah, that was on the plan. Let me see. Oh, shoot. I was going through the news, but I didn't even get through it. I was doing wildfire memes. And then everyone's like, news is boring. Bye. Good night. Let me see. Okay, so I'll finish quickly, though, since I pulled all these things. In June, that submersible implosion happened on its way to the Titanic. Isn't that crazy? I still think that's the craziest thing and the scariest thing. Like, if you think about it, the ocean is so vast and deep and unknown. Like, I think going in a submersible to the bottom of the ocean is like going into outer space. It's like you're just so far from home and it's so easy to just never come back. So that terrifies me. I'm just terrified by that whole thing. Oh, question. July was this, well, it was the summer of Barbenheimer. Did you guys see the Barbie movie or did you see Oppenheimer? Because I kind of want to see both of them. And don't lie and be like, I'd never watch a Barbie movie. I know a bunch of you have daughters, or maybe you have a wife or a significant other that wanted to see the movie. So don't lie. Was it good? Because I kind of wanted to see both of them. And I heard that Oppenheimer was awesome, but I also heard it was too long and it was kind of boring. So I want to know if anyone saw those movies. Yeah, they were gone before, although I saw a report that said that maybe they kind of did know. Like before it happened, there were, creaking noises and that sort of thing, and a loss of community. Like they knew that something was wrong, maybe. So there might have been, and I'm sure it didn't last long, but there could have been just a little itty bitty bit of terror. Like, it's a horrible situation, but you would hope that they didn't know, that they were just doing the most exciting thing of their whole lives, and then they were gone. Too bad Mr. Beast wasn't on it. Do you want to know something funny? I've never seen a Mr. Beast video. And I know he's like the biggest thing on YouTube, but I've never seen a Mr. Beast video. That's probably crazy, right? Oh, you hated Barbie? Like, you hated it? Most of the reviews I saw, like, people loved it. Huh. Oh, they knew it was failing. Yeah, that's kind of what I heard about that. So creepy to me. A few good messages, but overall just stupid. I wanted it to be really good and funny. I thought it would be funny. Like in a kid movie kind of way, but I like kid movies, I like Disney movies. Oh, you think he has view bots? But I mean, if you think back to some of the first really big YouTubers that got like huge, that got over 1 million, like PewDiePie, like I think they really got over 1 million. Like I know, every 14-year-old with a smartphone was watching PewDiePie, and it's like they have all the kid viewers, and I feel like that's what Mr. Beast has too. So I don't know what kind of numbers he gets, but don't discount the fact that 14-year-olds have cell phones, and 12-year-olds and 10-year-olds and 9-year-olds. So, he could be getting a lot of legit views from a lot of spoiled kids. Hey, Drone on the Bayou is here. Good to see you. Oh, they have transcripts of radio communications. They were losing power and having trouble surfacing after they aborted. Oh, I didn't even realize that the mission was aborted. Like, when it first happened, I watched a bunch of videos on it and read a bunch of reports on it. And then, like, I didn't follow up to see, kind of like what the outcome was once they pulled the evidence together. So I love kid movies, and you may like it. I just thought it was really silly. Oh, okay. Good to know. Well, for both of those movies, I thought I would do a rental, maybe a Redbox, as opposed to going and seeing them in the theater. But at some point, I mean, that was like the biggest movie phenomenon of the summer is, the double feature of Barbie and Oppenheimer, which couldn't be more different. But yeah, so let me, oh man. Oh, that's another thing that happened this year was Twitter was rebranded as X, and tweets are now called X's. I'm not a Twitter person. I don't think I've ever been on Twitter. I think I signed up for Twitter when I was part of this marketing group with Etsy, because their thing was, you know, we're going to promote ourselves on like every social media platform there is, and like they were dividing it up. So some people were promoting the group on Twitter and some on Pinterest and some on Reddit. And I think I signed up for Twitter and I put up a couple tweets and I'm like, this is so stupid for what we're doing, because we're trying to sell things and it's so visual, and like on Twitter you're putting up a link to something, and I don't know, it just seems so tedious to me. Obviously people love Twitter and they're all about it, but I never really saw the point and I never really got into it. But yeah, calling it X is really weird to me. You started having, oh, you love starting fights on Twitter. Are you that guy, Dom? You the guy that like trolls people and gets them all fired up? Max does that sometimes on the political channels. It's pretty easy to get people fired up. That happened recently. Jake and 51 Drones booted me from their follow list on that platform. Oh, on X? What were you saying, Quick Cat? I think that's kind of funny. I think that's kind of funny. Oh, you signed up for Twitter and then signed right off. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I didn't get it. Like, at that time, I mean, it was years ago. Like, I was enjoying Facebook more because you could post pictures and that sort of thing. And then Instagram came out and you could post pictures. And I like that so much more. I like visual stuff. And I mean, if I want to go and read the news, I'll read the news. But yeah, I don't know. I just never really got into Twitter. Oh, they're idiots. Quick Cat, what did you say? A major news event that mainstream media didn't cover was the fact that at the beginning of the year, I paid off my semi. Oh, well, that's big news. And good for you, James Ray. That's awesome. I feel like I'm just getting more and more in debt with this house and everything going on over here. Hey, Tony's here. Good to see you, Tony. Let me see if I had anything else. Oh, well, so bad news. Like, that was August, the wildfires in Lahaina. Like, that before and after picture is like so devastating. Like, that place is just gone. So that was some really, really sad news. Crazy news to me is that there was an arrest for the 1996 murder of Tupac Shakur. There's only 20 people here, and I don't know if anyone is like into this or up on this, but I mean, in the 90s, the East Coast, West Coast rivalry was wild, and the whole gang thing was wild. And you know, the whole thing was, and then the diss tracks. I mean, there was wild shit going on, and it was like over the top crazy. But I did not ever think that there would be an arrest for Tupac's murder. Do you want to hear an interesting story? Because the legality of it actually is kind of crazy. The one who was arrested, Keefe D, he wrote a book. Well, first he was interviewed. I mean, he was always sort of a person of interest. He was interviewed by feds in 2010. And it was part of like a plea deal sort of thing. They wouldn't prosecute him on narcotics charges if he gave up the information that he knew. So basically they gave him immunity. So he told everything that he knew back in 2010, but they couldn't do anything, about it. They couldn't nail him on anything because he had immunity for anything he said in that session with the feds. So 3 years ago when he wrote a book. I think I wrote it down. What he said was that he said the book started off like, I am one of the only living eyewitnesses to Tupac's killing, who also knows the much larger story around the reasons why both Tupac and Biggie were killed. He's basically like, I'm the only one who knows what the fuck happened. And then in his book, he proceeds to tell you what the fuck happened. He tells you what he told the feds, but he only had immunity at the federal level. So the killing took place in Nevada. And so state decided to go after him. State, it took like 3 years, but they got a warrant and they took boxes and boxes of evidence from his house, pictures, apparently gun casings. Like, I don't know if he kept mementos. That's kind of crazy to think, but you know, you can't prosecute somebody on what they say in a book or on lyrics from a rap song, because anything could be sensationalized, exaggerated. It could be false, even if you're saying it's true. You can't prosecute somebody based on a book. But I guess the evidence that they found with the search warrant corroborated information that was divulged in the book. And in the book, he says, here's everything I told the feds. So crazy enough, he had immunity at the federal level, but not at the state level. And maybe some lawyer should have like mentioned that to him before his book went public. I mean, I'm glad no one advised him of that, because like, holy wow, to actually get an arrest after all this time is pretty crazy. That and the other big case, but this one was from like 2005, 2006, but like, 2005, like Natalie Holloway, like they were looking for her for years. And this guy finally confessed. And he's like serving prison sentence in Peru for killing another woman. Like he's a horrible person. The fact that he got away with it for this long was like really disgusting. But what happened with him? Well, I guess he killed this other woman in Peru, and they had enough evidence to incarcerate him in Peru. But at some point, he was trying to extort money out of Natalie Holloway's family. He was going to give information on where her remains were for $250,000. So they ended up convicting him of what is it, extortion? I'm not sure. But it was about the money, and he actually confessed to the murder and told exactly what happened. And like, whoever thought that would happen either? Like, those two big cases I didn't think would ever have a resolution, and they did this year. Obviously the other news of the year, which is a little depressing, is like the war in Ukraine continues and the Israel-Hamas war begins. Like, this is, you know, some nasty shit going on in the world. But I think the other thing that 2023 is going to be known for is like the rise of artificial intelligence and large language models. Like, this was the year, like, not that it hasn't been in development for years, but I feel like this is when it's finally becoming like mainstream and mainstream knowledge and mainstream usage with ChatGPT and Midjourney and you know, Dolly and Bing, and like there are all of these. There are so many. Like, I think I'm going to have to plan the next AI special too, because there are so many new ones coming out, plus so many improvements being made to the ones that were already in existence. It's crazy. It's crazy how many like AI things are going on now. So yeah, I really think that 2023 is going to be remembered for AI just becoming like really, really big into the mainstream. Gary's here and he said tweets are now excrement. That's pretty funny, Gary. Yeah, why can't these artists just get along? You're not kidding, Deneen. Like, I thought that was so horrible. And I mean, it's still going on. There are still people being shot, you know. It's really sad. It's really sad. Hey, Junk Pick is here. Good to see you, Junk Pick. Chat GPT can write code. That's crazy. Yeah, I know that they a lot of channels were talking about was it Microsoft? I forget which AI, but it was like recognizing pictures that someone was drawing. Like they were drawing they started to sketch and they're like, oh, it looks like you're drawing a bird. And then, they drew a little more. Oh, it's a duck. And then they colored it blue and they're like, ducks aren't generally blue. So like, it's a little scary, like just how advanced they're becoming very, very quickly. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Dom, I think they're always going to have a political bias. There's always going to be a lot of bias because they are all trained on certain, like they're trained on things that are in existence. So, I mean, you could get a large language model and train it on, Wikipedia and on, like the source, whatever sources the AI is getting its information from, like that's the bias it's going to have. So even one that was trained here in the US by US scientists and whatever, it's going to be different and have a US bias compared to one that was trained in China. Like there are so many, they've been talking about bias since it all started and how to make it not biased. But when you train something on the internet, it says biased as the information that it's being fed. So there's always a little bit of something in there. Chat GPT is woke. That's pretty funny. Steady Eddie FPV, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. I literally just finished having Chat GPT write code for a capture the flag LED module. Capture the flag was like one of my favorite things in gym class when I was in elementary school. I was a very fast runner and I used to get the flag. Digital Jesus. Ask it to cite its sources on scientific answers and it acts stupid. That's pretty funny. Ask it to quote the Bible and it will do it all day. Well, I mean, I would say that's a pretty easy training because it's a book and, even though there's different versions of it, I think that would be a pretty easy thing to train it on. It's just that's straight information. I think it's more interesting when you ask, like, someone on my Facebook said they had just come out of the best conversation they had ever had. And it was with Chat GPT. And it started as a joke, like, hey, Chat GPT, I'm feeling kind of down tonight. And like he sat there and talked to Chat GPT for an hour. And Chat GPT was like giving some like nice words of encouragement, some solid advice. It was asking pertinent questions. And he was like, this is one of the best conversations I've ever had. And it's with goddamn Chat GPT. Yes, of course, garbage in, garbage out. Like whatever it is trained on, that's what it knows. So, even if you give it the whole internet, like there's still bias on the internet. There are still errors and misinformation on the internet. There's, there's every kind of racial bias, political bias, like depending on where you live, like everything has bias. The internet has bias, and that's all what's fed into Chat GPT. So that's what you get. Oh, you argue with Chat GPT? That's pretty funny, Dom. I would like a transcript of that. I think that sounds pretty funny. What do you argue about, Dominic? I would love to know. Like, how does that start out? Like, do you ask Chat GPT what they're up to tonight, or do you ask what they think about some, hot topic that's in the news? Like, how do you troll Chat GPT? That's pretty funny. Let me see if I had anything else for tonight. Pretty much no. Maybe just a little reminder from Tony to hit that thumbs up. hit that button. I'm waiting to hear from Dominic what he argues with ChatGPT about. Tell me, Dom. I really want to know. I actually, I tried to sign up for like the free part of ChatGPT, and I don't know. It kept telling me that my Yahoo password was wrong. I don't know. Like I was having such a time trying to sign up, and like I said, I just wanted to see what it was about. I just wanted to, chill in like the free end of ChatGPT for a minute and see what it was about. And like I don't know, I had so much trouble with my Yahoo passwords that I gave up that day, and I haven't been back to it. But your Alexa is cheating with ChatGPT. Oh no. Crazy busy but flying whoops every weekend. Oh, that sounds awesome. Oh, cool. Thank you, Steady Eddie. Yeah, it's like, that's right. You do a lot of that indoor whoop racing and stuff like that too, right? I'm actually interested in, I was telling Max, I want to do a fly through. Well, I want to do like one of those business fly throughs, and I want it to be a nice one because I want to have one to use as an example to show others like, hey, look what I could do. So I wanted it to be really nice and pretty, and I picked a local business that I want to approach and say, hey, I would like to do a fly through because their surrounding area is beautiful, and then their building is really cool. So yeah, I want to, but I don't know. For outdoors, I want to use the Mini 3 Pro that Max got me for Christmas, and I feel like I could fly that indoors too. I don't know. It's pretty big open space indoors from what I saw on their Instagram, but I don't know. I might need to fix my Avata, or I might need to get something a little more whoopy. But I wanted a snarky response for social media, and it wouldn't give me one. Oh, that's pretty funny. GPT isn't all biased, but it's important to understand how it works and what the sources of reference are. Yeah, well, I feel like there's bias in everything. There's bias whether you want there to be bias or not. And even if you think you're being absolutely non-biased, I feel like there's always bias. Hey, Mike's RC Garage is here. Good to see you, Mike. Oh, yeah, you have to trick it. Well, Dominic tricks his other AIs to get him some naughty pictures. I understand your request, but I'm programmed to maintain respectful and helpful interactions. If you need help with a different request or have any other questions, feel free to ask. Oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah. There's like so many different kinds of bias that like I feel like there's always going to be bias in any information. I don't know. I think it's almost impossible to keep it completely objective. So I don't know. Just my thoughts. Hey, so 10:17. It's been over 2 hours. Somehow my voice didn't give out. So I think after like 6 weeks of being sick, like I think I finally cleared up. I'm not coughing. I don't have a tickle in my chest tonight. Like, holy wow. Like, I can't believe I made it through the whole show without a tickle or a cough or a something. So yeah, next week, the 21st, I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the 10 o'clock start. I will let you know before showtime. I don't know if it's going to be videos or if I'm going to try something new, or you know what? I also have stuff to give away. Well, we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to give stuff away in December or if I'm going to wait until January, but I kind of have, like, I've been working on a little pile of stuff to give away. Like, maybe it would be bingo prizes, but I don't know. We'll see. I have to figure out. I'm going to have to figure out what the 10 o'clocks are because I know what all the 8 o'clocks are. Like, we've got the year in review part 2. We've got the year in review part 3, conflicts and controversies. Then I've got a panel of female pilots. I want to have another editing special, another AI special. And then I've got the award show part 1 and 2. I'm very busy. Let me see. Oh, that's pretty funny. Whose channel, who was writing? I don't remember if it was on Justin's stream or Tim's. Someone was doing rap songs and like it spit out rap songs, and there was a rap song for Tim Jackson. I don't know, but that was pretty funny. The dead are always very unbiased. That's true, James Ray, and that's like a lesson to us all. It's like we are all on this ride together and we're all going to the same ending. And so like when people get all fired up fighting with each other over things, I feel like everyone should take a step back. Oh, GPT said Tammie Jean's FPV live stream is an electrifying whirlwind, merging skill and charm seamlessly, leaving us in awe every time. I'm going to put that in my next description. That's funny, Steady Eddie. Thank you. 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit is a third world measurement, according to Dominic. Just saying. But yeah, that's pretty cold to be out there flying. Were you flying from the car, Brett, or were you like actually out in the air trying not to get cold fingers? I have a hard time with that. Bill Atlantic Adventures was programming so new. I don't know what that is, Dom. I don't know what so new is. Programming. Sounds complicated. I am going to wrap it up soon, you guys. I was going to have a panel. Was it last week or the week? Yeah. Oh, you were outside, Lambo? It's too cold. I think it's too cold. I mean, maybe if you have gloves, but then I feel like not as, I don't know, warm as Hades. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm not getting a good feel on the sticks when I have gloves on. I like to fly from the car in the winter. But yeah, I think last week I was trying to get a panel together. I don't know. It's kind of hard to get a panel together. And well, it's hard to get a different panel together. Like I would love to like mix it up and have different people on all the time. See, it's like Dominic is my true blue. Like he would always be there, and that's awesome. And I would always have Dom, but like I would like to mix it up and have some different people on, but it's really hard to get people on. It's also hard late at night when it's a 10 o'clock start and maybe the family is in bed. Like, I don't know. I have to see. That's the rap battle. Yeah, that's today's rap battle. My AI writes better lyrics than your AI. Oh, Sonu does the raps? Is that what you're saying, Dom? I haven't tried. There are several apps doing music and doing lyrics and all of that too. It's pretty funny. Yeah, my unofficial co-host when I have co-hosts. Yeah, that's true, Drone on the Bayou. Hard to get guests this time of year. I forgot your first name. I try to remember everybody's, but I don't remember Drone on the Bayou's first name. And I may have asked you last week too, and I don't know. Maybe because I'm getting tired, but I don't remember. It's been 2 hours and 22 minutes. Oh, you're listening while you're driving. Well, I appreciate that, James Ray. Maybe one of these days when I have an earlier stream, or so far I've been keeping my watch time hours up okay. To be monetized, you have to keep your hours going. But if they ever start to slip, you may see like, ooh, random live Saturday morning. Yeah, pretty soon robots will do everything we did. I just saw an article about all of the jobs that will probably become obsolete like in the next 10 years, which is crazy, but at the same time, it's not. Lots of non-moving cars, wires, no ambient light. A few Karens. Oh, wow. Firehouse. Oh, it's Jeremy. Okay, thank you. I can remember that. I think you're the only Jeremy I know. Yeah, I just saw an article about all of the jobs that will become obsolete, but I think that's happened already with technology that's come out. Because if you think about how much we used to rely on the post office, and then there's email, and then there's paying bills online. Like we don't need the post office nearly as much as we used to. And would you ever think that all of those jobs at United States Post Office or whatever post office, like that we wouldn't need all those people anymore? Like I don't know what the statistics are on that. I'm not going to make them up, but I feel like they would need maybe a quarter of the people that they used to have. Like if you think about, even like when I was younger and I first started renting apartments and stuff, like you have to write a check to the phone company, the electric company, the gas company, pay the oil bill, the landlord. Like I was mailing out checks to everybody every month, and like email took away handwritten letters. But I do remember when I lived in California, writing letters to people and people writing back to me. Like so much has gone away, So that's just with the post office. Like think of all the other things, all the other jobs that have gone away. That has nothing to do with AI, just with advancing technology in general. But AI is also advancing technology, and it'll be taking jobs away, and we'll be on to different things. All right, you guys, I think that my voice is starting to give out, so I am going to roll the outro. I'll be back next week at 10 o'clock after the Ken Heron show, and we'll see what I come up with for that. I don't know yet, but I thank you all for being here, and I thank my hardcore friends for sticking it out with me until the end. And yep, see you next week.